talent simply ran out. Fasten your seatbelts, we're going in. What's edition with the top 10 fights of the year. Exclusive extracts from Matrix Revolutions. As in the previous 2 episodes, fight sequences are integral to Matrix Revolutions, in particular a scene that they dubbed the Super Brawl. Here's Hugo Wearing, creepy Agent Smith.
The Super Brawl essentially is between one Smith and Neo, with all the other Smiths that were made for that particular scene standing on and watching, like a kind of football crowd in the street. And Super Brawl takes place in the street, in the air, and then in a building, and then in a crater. And so it's a very long fight. Exclusively on Watts, we take you behind the scenes with footage from the making of Matrix Revolutions.
top 10 comebacks of 2003 with Alex Zanardi, who lost his legs and almost his life 2 years ago at the Lausitzring in Germany. He returned to competitive racing at Monza last month in the final Eurosport Super Racing weekend. Tested positive for amphetamines in July 2002 while recovering from knee surgery. Jan Ullrich battled to form in this year's Tour de France, runner-up to Lance Armstrong. 2 years ago, Argentine midfielder Fernando Redondo moved from Real to AC Milan, injured his ligaments in his first training session and didn't make his debut for the club until the Champions League match at the Bernabeu this year. His career looked to be in a terminal slump after a knife attack and missing the 2001 World Championships through illness, but Alexander Popov returned to form this year in the Worlds, claiming gold in the 50 and 100 metres. 99 heptathlon world champion Eunice Barber missed 2 seasons through injury. She came back in Paris with a silver in the heptathlon and an unexpected gold in the long jump. At the age of 47, after 18 Grand Slam singles titles and 20 Wimbledon titles, Martina Navratilova returns to the courts in the Federations Cup with the US national team in November. Hers has been a roller coaster career of victories, injuries, surgery and comebacks. Yannicka Kostelic timed her comeback last year to win the Slalom World Cup gold before an injured right knee forced her to delay the start of this year's World Cup for more surgery. A multiple World Rally champion who nearly lost his life on an Argentine mountainside, Finn-Harry Vatanen claimed 4 wins on the Dakar before retiring. He returned to the deserts this January, 12 years on, to claim another stage win. Jose Francisco Molina is the Spanish national goalkeeper. The 32-year-old's most spectacular 2 recent saves have been speedy recoveries from being twice diagnosed with testicular cancer. And to finish, perhaps one of the most dramatic recent sporting comebacks, he nearly lost his life and a leg in a motorcycle crash in August 2001, but the Terminator won. We start our tribute to the top 10 sporting heroes of the year with Michael Schumacher, who beat the great Juan Manuel Fangio's record of 5 Formula One World Driving Championships when he claimed his 6th title at the wheel of his Ferrari to become Grand Prix Racing's most successful driver ever. Michael Phelps, the 18-year-old, is swimming's new sensation. He surpassed Mark Spitz for the most world records set at a single meeting in this year's World Championships, establishing 5 new marks. Another triumph for British star Paula Radcliffe. She turned from the tracks to the streets to set a new marathon world record in a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes and 25 seconds, beating her own previous by 1 minute and 53. Rossi Fumi, the doctor, call him what you will. Valentino Rossi is one of motorcycle racing's all-time greats. He's won championship titles in every category and has dominated this year, winning his 3rd consecutive world title. Big surprise in 2003's Athletics World Championships was Kim Collins from the tiny island of St. Nevis and Kitts. The unsung hero won the 100 metres by beating all the favourites in a time of 10:07. Defender Paolo Maldini's an Italian legend, the captain of AC Milan. He crowned his great season and career by winning this year's Champions League. A fantastic credential and a shoe-in for a Ballon d'Or nomination. This year, US Postal star Lance Armstrong achieved the epic goal of winning 5 consecutive Tour de France, joining Jacques Aguentoy, Eddy Merckx, Bernardino and Miguel Indurain, an exclusive club of 5 five-times winners. Polish ski superstar Adam Malysz claimed his 3rd consecutive World Cup ski jump title this year and took World Championship titles in Val di Fiemme in both the K95 and K120 hills. By defeating New Zealand in 5 straight races in Auckland, Swiss team Alinghi brought the America's Cup back to Europe for the first time in 152 years. It's been a momentous 12 months for 21-year-old Justine Henin-Ardenne. Married in November last year, she reached the #1 spot in the W2A rankings, winning 2 Grand Slam tournaments this year, Roland Garros and the US Open.